There you go. Okay, hello people. What color is the worksheet that you're working on right now? Green. So everyone should have your little green half sheet paper right in front of you. Cool. Okay, we're going to start with number 1. It wants the circumference and area. And we have these equations memorized, right?
No.
Guys, you have to have these equations memorized. You don't get them for the test. Thank you.
What's my name?
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
You just wanted a video shout out. All right, so first let's start with circumference. I like circumference. It's pretty straightforward. So, who has it memorized? Leva, you want to give me the equation? Don't look.
No.
I got it.
Give it to me.
For which one?
So for circumference, what does C equal?
2 pi r.
2 pi r. Incredible. Good. All right, what's happening though? What is the radius of this first circle? Is it 12.6? Yeah, you have to half it. So the radius here is 6.3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 pi times 6.3. You guys good with that? All right, did anyone calculate that actually? Can you give me a number? 39.6. Anyone with them? Yes? Okay. So the circumference is 39.6. So I think on the test it's going to say round to the nearest 10th.
Yeah, it was like 5.8, so you just rounded it up.
Perfect. Yep. Cool. Questions about circumference? Easy? All right, who has the equation for area memorized? Oh, now you have it, Leva. What is it?
Pi
Pi.
squared r. R squared.
There we go. Pi r squared. Cool. So same thing. You type in the pi. Your radius is still 6.3, and then you square it. What number did you get for area? Give me an answer. 120. 124.7. Any other questions? Did we get that right? 124.7. All right. Questions, comments, concerns about finding area and circumference? Throwing you back to 7th grade. Number 2. All right, this one's different. This one's a reverse. So pick up your pencil, write this down with me. This time I want you to solve for the radius when the area is 45.4. Okay, does it give me area or circumference?
No.
Which one?
Oh, area.
It gives you area. So on your paper I want you to write down the area equation, which is A equals pi r squared. Yeah, see, look, you already have it memorized. Can you tell me, do we know what the area is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it tells us. What is it?
45.
45.4. So you're going to write 45.4 right in there for area. Keep the pi. It just stays. Do we know what the r is? We don't know what the r is. That's what we're trying to find. So how do I get this r by itself? What should I do? Divide by pi. Yeah, good. So I'm going to divide by pi on this side, so it cancels. And then divide by pi on this side. So grab your calculator. Do 45.4 divided by pi. Yeah, that works too. Okay, did you guys get 14.45? Okay, 14.4. Good. All right, we're not finished yet.
Square root.
Yeah, we wanted the r alone. So the only way to get rid of the squared is to square root it. So you're going to square root both sides to get the final answer. What is it? 3.8. Do you guys agree? Did you get 3.8 as well? Yeah. Amazing. So you just figured out that the radius is 3.8. And that's your answer. Sort of?
Yeah.
Cool? All right, so that's how you do a reverse. Just use the equation and then solve for it accordingly. Yeah? All right, onward. This last one seems to give people the most trouble, so don't get too stressed out. It's the same kind of stuff we've been doing. So here we go. First it wants sector area. What equation do you think you're going to use for sector area? The area equation. Good. Check this out. All right, so the area equation is, what was it?
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared, okay. Do we want the entire area, though, of this whole thing?
Just the sector.
Just the sector, just this little piece right here. So if I want just the piece, I'm not going to do the whole 360 degrees. How many degrees do I want? 135. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to times it by 135 degrees out of 360. So normally you do the full circle, which is 360 over 360, but here I just want the piece, so 135 over 360. Is that okay with you guys? Same area equation like normal, just throw that degrees in there. All right, type it in your calculator. A equals pi, your r, what's the radius here? 4, and then times 135 over 360. Do you guys want me to do it? Does anyone have an answer yet? How about it? Pi times 4 squared
Oops.
Starts with a 1. Did you get it?
It's 18.84.
Yeah, it is 18
8.5.
point, 85 if you round up, or just 0.8 if you're going to the nearest 10. Questions? Sort of. That's not too bad, yeah? So it's just called sector area, yeah? Are we done with the problem? What's the other thing that it asks for?
The arc length.
The arc length. So think about
It's
length.
135.
We're doing a length now. Am I going to use area or circumference?
Circumference. It's 67.5.
Okay, so now we're going to use circumference. So sorry, I'm going to clear this off. I need more space.
I just divided it by 2.
All right, so now for this time, if I want the length of the arc, it's asking for what I'm drawing in red. It's asking for just this piece right here. How long is this arc length?
135.
Well, how do you... Okay, so it's 135 degrees. That's correct. This is 135 degrees, but I want to know how long is it actually? Like how many yards is it? Right, so we're finding like the actual length instead of the degree. But good, it would be 135 degrees. Okay, so for length, since you're doing the outside, you're going to use the circumference equation, which is 2 pi r. Is that it? No, that would give me the entire circumference. What do I have to times this by?
135 over.
Yep, same thing. I just want the piece. So you need to times it by 135 over 360. So you just get that one piece of the circumference that you want. Sort of. Same thing. Plug in your stuff. Keep the 2. Keep the pi. Your radius is 4. And then you're plugging in this. How much is what?
Oh, that's it.
Good? Try it. Type it in for me. Tell me if you get the right answer. 2 times pi times 4 times 135 over 360.
Oh, this one's not squared.
Not squared this time. It's a little different. It's just a 2. 9 point what?
42.
Yes. Amazing. So this one, the answer is 9.42 or 9.4 if you round to the nearest 10. You guys feel okay about this? A little bit better, I hope? Nothing too tricky, straightforward. Just area, circumference, casual. Good? Okay, let's do these last 2 questions. So this is just like your warm-up today, right? Oh, it's even the same number as we did before. This is so easy. Okay, people. Give me the answer. If this is 134, can you find the degree of this one right here?
134.
Also 134. Good job. Give yourself a check mark if you got 134 here. You crushed it. This one's a little more scary. There's like a lot of lines happening here.
It's the same concept.
It's same concept. So what do I do? Where do I start?
88 divided by
Okay, so start at the 88. And as you can see, 88 goes from here to here. Cool. So I'm going to draw my triangle from that point and then from this point. Do you guys see how that works? And it takes me straight to my little angle right here. So is it exactly 88 or does it cut in half? Cuts in half because it's going all the way across. So what's half of 88?
44.
44. The answer is 44. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Cool. Questions? Not too bad, right?
Is it mostly just going to be split in half?
Yes. So if it goes all the way across, it will always split in half. All right, guys, the very last 2 questions on your quiz are obviously the hardest ones. But it's the same concept, so don't get freaked out. It's stuff we've done all year. Yes, yes. Okay, shall we?
Oh,
Yeah, so this is just an example of one of them, but there'll be 2 on your quiz. Okay, this one says solve for x. Tell me, is this the central angle where the angles match, or is it one of the inscribed angles where it's half or double of one another? Can you tell what's happening here?
It's
It's going all the way.
Is it going all the way across or going to the middle?
all the way
Going all the way across. So if this is dragging all the way across, does that mean that it's doubled or that it's the same?
Doubled.
It's doubled, right? It's the one that's doubled or halved, right? Do you agree with me there? Okay, so we've got this one, 33x minus 2, that's this little arc length right here. And then if you go all the way across, this angle is 16x plus 1. So tell me one more time, are these 2 equations, are they equal? Are they exactly the same? No, which one's smaller?
the inside one.
Yeah, this little baby guy, right? So what do I need to do to the smaller one so that it equals the bigger one? Double it. Do you remember this? We've done this before, right? Okay, so we're just going to double this one. So let's times this by 2. What's 16 doubled? 32x. Okay, good. And then what's plus 1 doubled?
2.
Plus 2. Good.
And then equal.
And then equals. So now that it's doubled, it equals what? 33x minus 2. Really? Alright, can we solve it? Do you guys know how to solve this for x? Please.
I thought it was gonna be 33.
We totally have, yeah. What would you do?
Add 2 to this.
Okay, you could add 2 to this side. That's cool. Plus 2. So then you have 32x plus 4 equals 33x. All right, what happens next? You got to minus the 32x over, right? Okay, so that cancels, and you're left with 4 on this side. And what's 33x minus 32x? Just x, 1x. So
Wait,
what's
I
your
thought
answer?
The first part was gonna be 33x also because you have to double it.
So we just doubled this baby angle right here, right? Don't double this one. This one stays the same.
Why do we double it?
Why did we double this baby one right here? We want them to be equal. See how we're using an equal sign?
Oh, but it's not equal.
So whenever you're solving stuff, you're trying to make them equal. So isn't that true? If I take the baby angle and I double it, doesn't it now equal the other one?
Yeah.
So that's why we double it. If you double the baby one, then you can set them equal. And as soon as you have an equal sign, you can solve, right? You have an equation. Sort of? So the answer is x equals 4. And that's it. It's not too bad. Sort of. This is just for practice. So keep them, study them, look over them. You don't even have to turn them in. I definitely want to give you enough time for the quiz, but that still gives us like 15 minutes to study. So do you want to take out your pink packet, and now that you know what you're doing, just go over it real quick? I can put up the answers, anything like that. So study for 15 minutes, ask questions, and then we'll start the quiz right before maybe like 8:30. So you have 30 minutes. Quiz is 10 questions. Cool, and you don't get the equations. So make sure that your equations are memorized.